Hello everyone. So last night I went and saw The Batman and I kind of wanted to geek out about it a little bit, and more specifically the music. Also, this will contain spoilers for the film. So in this take of the Batman, he's kind of an outcast. He really doesn't go out into the spotlight despite his fame and wealth in society of Gotham. He really is a recluse and spends most of his time focusing on being the Batman. There were many things that contributed to it feeling a little bit different to the Christopher Nolan version that I know so well, and the music was no exception to that. So I saw it last night and I haven't had a chance to rewatch it, so this is from my memory, and I'd love you all to geek out and tell me if I've missed something or you want to correct something. Please let me know down below and we can all geek out together. So the film opens with the classic song Ave Maria. I think most of us associate this song with religion, purity, Christmas, Marco Bublé. So the character of the Riddler is peering down into this window of his next victim, and we hear Ave Maria. Now in my opinion, this song represents purity and all these good kind of things. So to have this musical choice to kind of almost ironically be played over the top of these public figures who are meant to be good but are not, I found kind of ironic. But this is just the starting point. If you've seen the film, you will recognize this melody. It is throughout the entire film. Now, does that in any way sound familiar to Ave Maria? So this is where the composer Michael Giacchino takes this Ave Maria melody and basically modifies it into a minor key to now make it haunting, and it plays throughout the film. Deciding to have a boys choir sing Ave Maria in a minor key to represent these public figures who are meant to be good but actually underneath are deceptive and corrupt is like such a genius thing from the composer. Like, he has given you the clues like straight off the bat. I don't know, Michael. I don't know if that was his intention or I'm just making all this up, but the two are eerily similar, and you will find this haunted, altered Ave Maria tune playing throughout the entire film. So now correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe the Christopher Nolan Batman franchise had a popular song from a popular artist with lyrics played over a scene. I can't remember that. Perhaps it was played in the background in a club or on the radio, but not as the main musical moment. And this is what really instantly, it happens very early on in the film, made me go, wow, this really is a different Batman, a different style, and the music represents that. So they decided to have something in the way Nirvana play while Batman is having his inner monologue and discussing his thoughts.
Underneath the bridge.
And it's honestly so suited to like this moody, troubled, introspective Batman, and that grungy outsider feeling really helped enhance the way Batman was thinking in that monologue. And it's only played twice in the film, first at the beginning and later towards the end. I think it was a really great way to musically differentiate itself from other Batmans that I have known. Now, okay, the car scene. That was probably one of the most epic scenes, and such an interesting car chase. Like, it was a car chase that actually had like other people driving on the road and like actually presented hazards and challenges. You know how some films like they clearly like get all the cars off the road so they can kind of just do whatever they want. But the thing that made it more epic was the damn music. It was so good. It was so good that I kind of want to relive it right now. Obviously I don't have the scene in front of me. We're just going to listen to the epic music because it's so fantastic. And if you ever feel like you're not cool or need some extra oomph in your day, just listen to this. It's gonna do the trick. So basically this piece of music is played when the Batman is hunting down the Penguin. See music creates suspense, but now we're leading into this section. The percussion makes you feel like it's a chase, like an animalistic chase, and like the Batman's gonna hunt this freaking penguin down. And I feel like this setup of these suspenseful horror-like strings and anticipation has now like set you up into, okay, this is the action, and it's just so well done. There's like staccato strings to keep the pulse. And you have a harp coming in for that like glissando. As you can tell, I'm a fan. It made that scene even more epic, and it's not melodic. Like, you can't say this is a melodic piece, but that just because something isn't melodic doesn't mean it's bad. Like, this makes me feel like a freaking badass. And it makes me feel really cool and empowered, and it makes that scene, it drives the scene, that rhythm, the staccato strings, the rhythmic percussion keeps it all going, and it's so good. Now, having a moment where I'm thinking back to the car chase scene from The Dark Knight. Very similar situation. Brass, percussive elements, Batman chasing someone, right? Very similar circumstances, and yet how different the music can be created from different composers. This one is, I think, is far more rhythmic and almost gives me a little bit Darth Vader vibes. I think it's a great theme. I think Hans Zimmer, what he did for The Dark Knight was wonderful, and I think we can enjoy both. We don't have to say one is better. You can enjoy, again, the Christopher Nolan film, and you can enjoy this Batman film, and you know, the world can still be happy and all good. Now, the reason I mentioned the harp was because I only thought the harp was used in between scenes between the Catwoman and Batman. That's when I noticed it most last night. And speaking of Catwoman, let's listen to her theme. So Catwoman, she's a badass. She's sexy, she's confident, she can look after herself, and I think the music written for this film really kind of brings out that vibe. That's kind of it about talking about the music, but just the film in general, I really welcome it as if I'm the gatekeeper of this, but I'm happy to welcome it as a Batman, as a new take on Batman. It makes me think a little bit of Phantom of the Opera. The main character of Phantom of the Opera is meant to be this troubled, disfigured, scary, messed up guy, but in most of media he's presented like as this sexy, attractive, with this amazing traditional vocal type. And I wonder what would happen if they cast a guy who perhaps didn't have the most conventional voice. So in terms of the Batman, I was like, this is a really fresh take. Like, there's this guy, this billionaire, his parents were murdered, but he's obviously traumatized by that, and his way of getting vengeance is by getting rid of crime through this Batman figure. Speaking of vengeance, there is a track in the film called Raining Vengeance. Really great musical moment that kind of builds and builds as I think the desire to put vengeance onto the world in Batman. It's a well done film, and I'm glad I saw it. I find the older I get, the less I am hyped to see new things. I don't know what that is about age, but there's something about Batman that I find really interesting and engaging, and I really enjoyed this film. If you like this, let me know what other films you want me to do. I'm really enjoying film soundtracks, but also, you know, if there's musicals or singing, like not just film scores that you want me to talk about or geek out about, like I think just taking the pressure off myself and being like, I just want to geek out about music. I don't proclaim to be a music critic or know everything about music. I don't. There's so much I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to just geeking out about things I like, and the people who will like it will also join me, and we can just be nerds together, and it'll be great. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.